Hey, review Activision USA, huh? My voice is going to sound deeper today. I'm getting over a cold. I kind of sound like Max Payne right now. They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger, and then it was over. Skip it up and that up!
Me and the birds are always looking for the next big thing. We found it. I gravitate towards companies that leverage technology to optimize and disrupt. This can be a semiconductor or an iOS update or a new investment platform. Today's video is brought to you by Masterworks. Masterworks lets you invest in an exclusive asset class typically accessible to the 1%. It's estimated to be worth over $1.7 trillion. In other words, 2 times bigger than Bitcoin's market cap. And its prices outpaced the S&P 500 index by 164% over the last 25 years. Shockingly enough, it's blue chip art. Masterwork enables you to buy shares that represent an investment in art, like a Banksy or a Basquiat, right from your couch. And that Banksy is more than just a cool collectible. Masterworks is leveling the playing field between you and the rich and opening up the elitist art market. Mechanically speaking, here's how Masterworks does it. Their team of experts analyze over 60,000 data points to find trending artists with high potential for growth. Then they purchase these paintings by these artists. After you go out and buy them, you can purchase shares representing an investment in those artworks on their platform. Now that's technology being innovative and meaningful. How often do you see that? Not only am I a fan of them, but it goes both ways, as they're giving all of my viewers priority access. So go check them out and start investing today. Invest in blue chip art for the very first time by signing up for Masterworks at masterworks.art/RTU. That's masterworks.art/RTU.
Well, due to the upcoming acquisition of Activision by Microsoft, there's a shareholder that's not too happy about it and don't think that Microsoft purchasing Activision Blizzard is in their best interest. This comes from Polygon.com. I'll read it to you, then we'll discuss. So this lawsuit was filed by shareholder Kyle Watson, was filed in California this past Thursday. Watson's lawyers called Activision Blizzard's plan for the sale, outlined in a recent Securities and Exchange Commission proposal, unfair for a number of reasons. One of which, lawyers said, is that the board is looking to procure for themselves and senior management significant and immediate benefits. Well, no crap. Continuing on here, the lawsuit calls into question potential conflicts of interest, specifically that the deal is not in the best interest of Activision Blizzard, Watson, nor company stockholders, and will produce lucrative benefits for the Activision Blizzard's officers and directors. It also referenced the golden parachute that some executives, like Bobby Kotick, would receive should he be fired. That golden parachute being about $15 million. Can I get fired from Activision? Can I be a chief financial officer or chief executive officer and run the company terribly and threaten people and then get $15 million? I'll take it. I'll take it. Punish me, please. I will fly my golden parachute off into the sunset. Fire me. I beg you. I want to be fired and make millions of dollars. Corporate America is fantastic. The SEC filing called a 14A includes information necessary before the shareholders vote in agreement. Elsewhere in the filing, Watson's lawyers allege that Activision Blizzard's February 18th SEC filing is materially misleading and incomplete, violating the Exchange Act. It calls out missing information in the SEC filing relating to the ad hoc committee that ran the sales process, as well as information about post-transaction employment and other relevant data. Now, Watson is looking for the court to order Activision Blizzard to release a new SEC preliminary proxy statement that includes more facts and no untrue statements. Now, should the acquisition go through the way it is right now, Watson is looking for rescissory damages. So something like this happening with a major acquisition like this is not surprising at all. And I'm sure that Microsoft and Activision are going to have even more hurdles. They're buying a company for almost $70 billion, exactly $68.7 billion. I don't like inflating the number. I see a lot of people doing that. But that's a big acquisition. You are shifting a giant, huge glacier in the ocean of gaming and you're consolidating it with another giant glacier which is Microsoft Xbox. I know they're not the biggest company even after this acquisition of Microsoft in terms of gaming revenue, but Xbox is attached to Microsoft, which is a multi-trillion-dollar company, okay? And again, like I've said before, I see the benefits of some of the gaming industry being consolidated, and I could see, hey, now Microsoft now owns Activision. You have Xbox Game Pass. Guess what? You're going to have all of Bethesda's games included in Xbox Game Pass on day one. You're going to have all of Activision Blizzard's games included on Xbox Game Pass day one. I am sure, even though they're going to keep making Call of Duty for the PS5, and they're even saying the Switch, they're going to try to get it on there, that there's going to be exclusives and incentives to play it on Xbox Game Pass on PC. PC Game Pass. Forgot it's not called Xbox Game Pass anymore. Or to just buy the game or play it on Xbox Game Pass on Microsoft's consoles. Of course, that's going to happen. But on top of all that, I could also see why shareholders are frustrated with how big of a payout Bobby Kotick's getting. I understand Richie built the company up when Activision was almost bankrupt, and he was over for Activision, and Bobby Kotick made it what it is now, or helped make it what it is now. But he also helped cultivate, or at least turned a blind eye to, willingly I would say as well, to all the toxic culture going on there, which he was a part of. I've talked about it countless times before. So I can understand shareholders being like, this guy screwed this company over. I want to return. I don't want him leaving with millions upon millions of dollars. Maybe what you're giving him, I'm not saying he shouldn't get anything, but maybe what you're giving him should be divvied out to the shareholders, not to a guy who basically, in a way, yes, Activision's still making plenty of money, but burned the company to the ground by not doing things about the frat party culture that was going on there. Just a thought. I'm sure that the shareholders are annoyed at that. But no matter what, though, even if Bobby Kotick was CEO of the century, I'm sure that we were going to see lawsuits like this, because this is a big shift in the gaming industry with a huge company, and is the biggest acquisition in video game history. And I'm sure that there's red flags being raised and people are going to have concerns. And I would be shocked if we don't see more lawsuits coming forward because of this big acquisition by Microsoft, them buying Activision Blizzard. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.